let's talk about the tools you need to set up and maintain your wakeboard. So there are two common screwdrivers that you're gonna see used. The first one is a number 2 screwdriver. This is a very common household size, and this is designated specifically for the fins of most wakeboard brands. This size, a lot of people try to get away with in the actual binding itself. I'm going to show you that in a minute. It is going to, over time, deteriorate your screw by stripping it out, and you're not going to get your boots as tight on the board as you should. So this one you're going to need in the boat. You're going to need it for fin screws, but you're going to be using it less common. This is probably one you already have in the house. However, this one might need a trip to the hardware store. This is a number 3 screwdriver. So the number 2 typically for the fins, number 3 typically for the boots. So let's show you the differences here and how they fit. So it's obvious this number 3, it doesn't even fit at all on the fins, so we can't get it seated. It's not even worth trying. The boots, however, it sits really nice. It locks in. You have plenty of torque to crank these babies down, or if they've been on there for a long time and they're kind of stuck, you can get it right back off. It's not going to damage the actual screw itself. It's not going to strip it out, and you're going to have plenty of power with this guy. This is one that a lot of people ignore unless they're aware of this size difference. So what most people end up doing is they use a number 2 screwdriver everywhere because they know it fits here, seats nice, turns nice, and then they think they can get away with it. Now, look how much play there is in that. They think, well, I'll just make it work with this. What ends up happening is they strip their screws out really badly, and if I try to get this screw as tight as I can with this guy, and then I go and I switch to the number 3, I'm going to get an extra full turn or 2 with the number 3 screwdriver. It is going to secure this down much, much better. Something that is good to know about these setups as well is every once in a while you want to check your boot screws to make sure that they're nice and snug. If you're someone that rides the same setup all the time and doesn't change boots at all, you may go years without changing these, and after a couple of years you'll notice they start to work their way back out. And by the time it slips teeth, it's already so loose that it's in danger of falling off the board. So it's good every couple sets to pop in there and double check. So I like to keep my number 3 and my number 2 screwdriver on the boat in the glove box at all times. This gives me options. So if I need to replace a fin, remove a fin, or change boots out, I have both options. I'm going to be maintaining my gear. It's going to last a long time, and I'm not going to damage any of it any further. So hopefully that helps and makes it a little bit easier to know kind of what's going on. Now, one little caveat to that is some manufacturers have larger fin screws, so they'll have a number 3 screwdriver on the fins. Sometimes they have a number 2 on the boots. Sometimes it's a number 3 all around. But one thing to know is if you have both a number 2 and a number 3, you should be set. So hope that helps, and have fun out there.